Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK, and recently I shared a couple of cards that I had made. So I'd made this one originally and then made a video of me creating this second card, mainly using or demonstrating the reverse image stamped technique. And in that video I did say that I would let you see the whole suite. So here it is. This is Latte Love and is an online exclusive suite of products that will go live in my Stampin' Up store online on the 5th of March 2024. So we have the stamp set, lovely sentiments, lots of lovely little accent stamps. Then we've got a side front facing and then top down image of a coffee cup. That can get stamped in there, likewise that one. And then we've got these kind of coffee rings and a little bit of steam that could come off your coffee, and a cute little teaspoon. So there are some of these that coordinate, have coordinating dies. So our spoon is one of them. We have a circle that will cut out these pieces. We have this little one that cuts that out. Then we've got ones that will cut out the little individual coffee bean. And there is two of this one, so you can stamp multiples at one point. I don't know if I can get that the right way around, Heather. Oh, never mind, I think that's it. And then there is one for this coffee cup and one for this one here. Okay, and then we've still got lots of other dies to play around with as well. So I will show you those in just a second. I have die cut those. Let me get that and that out of the way just now, and I'll come back to the paper. But these are the other, there's a stamp that will, as I say, do that little spoon that we've already seen. And then there is that coffee cup, and that can go in there, either stamped or not stamped. And then we've got coffee pot things. Okay, so we have this one, and I'm guessing that is the coffee that goes in it. That will be the handle for the jug. And then we have a lid as well. There are cute little cups, and similarly with this one you've got this little oval that could be your beverage of choice going on there. That'll be difficult to see, colour them same colour. And then we have this cafetiere or French press, whichever you want to call it. Okay, and I'm not sure if that is actually the coffee, because I would have thought it would have gone all the way to the side. So I might need to have a proper think about how that goes together. But so there's loads of options there. I think these cups are super cute. Okay, and as I said, there was that other cup that can go in the middle that would look a bit like that. So again, your die will cut that out for you as well. Okay, so that neatly brings me on to the designer series paper. So the paper is called A Little Latte, and the colours are Calypso Coral, Early Espresso, Lemon Lolly, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie and Petal Pink. So yes, we've got these ones. that can be cut with that die. And then on the other side, we've got lots of coffee rings. Then we've got the beans, and although you can stamp them, these dies will also fit on there too, both the big one and the little one. You can cut them out as well. Then we have this gorgeous pattern here. Then we've got these cups, and I don't think any of them, no. Does that one cut that? No, it doesn't. But you could fussy cut those fairly easily as well. It's a really unusual cup there. And then we've got tiny little cups and spoons and coffee beans on the reverse of that one. Love this one. I do love a splatter. And we do have a stamp in that kind of vein as well. And lovely stripes on that. That's Lost Lagoon. Love this one. And that's the opposite side of it. So you've got a kind of swirl in the background as well, but then some lovely kind of heart-shaped coffee art. Beautiful. And with the Calypso coral with coffee beans on it on the other side. So that's our paper pack. Lots of lovely designs to choose from. And then last but not least, we have some ribbon, which is this kind of burlap ribbon with white dots, polka dots on it. And then our little gems that I used on my cards earlier that have a little swirl, very subtle swirl pattern on it, and are called adhesive back swirl dots. So that is our suite, the Latte Love bundle, and ribbon and embellishments, etc. And then, as I say, I've already made these 2 cards, and my next project will be this, which has a Nescafe latte, instant latte pouch. Okay, so I'll just get my bits and bobs together and we'll make another one of these. Alright, so I don't actually need a huge amount. I have a piece of the designer series paper that is 6 by 6 inches, and then I just roughly cut out this piece from another design, and that is going to get die cut with this. Let's just line that up and put a little bit of used washi tape on there. And I've got a little scrap for my sentiment, and I've also die cut from that designer series paper some of the coffee beans that I can just use as embellishments, and then I will be using this ribbon. Okay, so what I need to do first of all is a little bit of scoring. So I'm just going to bring in my paper trimmer. And it doesn't matter which way round you do this, but I'm going to score, take that cutting blade out of the way, score at 1/2 inch, and then at 3 3/4 inches. Okay, so just 2 little score lines there. Just gently fold that over. You don't need to burnish it, it is just paper. Okay, and then I'm going to have glue along there, but I also need to have glue along that bottom edge. Now, I did originally use tearing tape, but it actually came apart and I've had to press it back together again. So I'm reverting to my dear old friend, liquid glue. So I'm going to put some along that tab there, and then I'm going to put it right the way along. Now I'm just putting a thin bead quite close to the bottom there, okay? So I'm going to press that down, and then this is just going to come over and meet there. So I can just give that a good press either side. Okay. Just let that glue grab. Just noticing how well my nails coordinate with this sweet. Okay, so we'll have our join at the back. Now this is a tight fit, so I simply folded the bottom over and then just folded the top over as well. But it'd be easier to do that when it's in its situ, so that's holding that in like that. Okay, don't really need to fold the top actually, probably would fit okay. So I've got a little clip. I'm just going to use that to keep that closed for now. Okay. And then I will do my stamping. I'm going early espresso. And this one's on me. Pop that on there. And I just stamp some of the little beans. And this kind of coffee spill. Let's put it there. The last one I stamped off, but I think I prefer it full on. Much better. All right, so I'm just going to trim this down a little. Could get my trimmer out again, but just do there. So this was just a scrap from my little collection. I trim down layers and whatever, you always get little strips left, and I keep them. So we've got that. Let me just die cut this. There we go. So up to you where you want to put that. So we need our ribbon. And I just want to have a little tail at the top, like that. Bring in my snips and just chop that off. Okay, so I'm going to move my little clip so that it holds that in place. Now do. Okay. I want to secure this, and what I used is one of the tiny little brads, and it just looks like one of the polka dots on there. So we've got a little brad going through, and then the tails of it are at the back there, out of the way. So let me get my take your pick. Okay, with the stabby bit. And got a little bit of foam mat there, and I'm just gonna poke a hole there. I'm also poking a hole as close to the top as I can get it there. And here's a tiny brad I prepared earlier because I could never find the one I want out of that. So put that through your little label and then through the ribbon and then just fold that, turn it around and then fold it down. So you're not going to stab anybody with that, but there we go. That's our label on. And we just need to do our little bit of decoration. So I need my Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to put one there. And one there. So they are just keeping that ribbon in place. Either side. Take the backings off and then put my coffee cup on, and then just my glue. Might give a tweezers for these. We've got our larger little clump of coffee beans here. A bit of glue on that. And I could pop them there. And we'll put a couple of these teeny ones up here. Oops, that was rather a lot of glue on that, Heather. Try having less on this one. Make use of that excess glue and sticking that one slightly over it. Like that. Okay, so all I've used is the designer series paper. I've used some of the dies and the ribbon, and we might as well add on a little bit of bling with Wink of Stella. Okay, so we can just highlight some of the little swirls on there. A little bit on the beans. You probably won't notice it, but we know it's there. And that'll do. Nice little quick and easy way to gift someone a quick cup of coffee. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please click on that subscribe button and click the bell to get notification the next time I upload a tutorial. Until then, please do take care. Bye bye.